Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we make news on the internet more entertaining on a daily basis. So if you want to always be overloaded with information, then tap subscribe to never miss another video. And for today's video, we'll be doing something a little bit differently. It's a special segment that we call the Untold Truth. This is where we break down the things you may not know about some of the world's top online personalities. For today's show, we will be exploring the untold truth of Russ McKamey, the man behind McKamey Manor. Also, make sure you stay all the way until the end of this video because that's where I handpick some of your comments and read them out. Now without any further delay, let's jump right into it. McKamey Manor is advertised as an extreme haunted house, something that is only for those who are brave enough to enter, and once they do, owner Russ McKamey will put them through untold horrors. The official website even looks like it was made by a serial killer. Under the requirements page is where things start to get a little sketchy. For starters, you not only have to sign a 40-page waiver, which is just straight up unheard of for something like this, you are also required to pass a background check provided by them, as well as a Skype interview, provide proof of medical insurance, and pass a portable drug test on the day of the show. The show, as Russ refers to it. For Russ, this literally is a show. He even records a lot of these survival horror sessions for his YouTube page. Sessions that can last anywhere from 4 to 10 hours. Now just touching back on that part that you may have glossed over about Russ wanting to interview all of the participants. It's important to note that all of these participants have volunteered to go through this extreme haunted house. They don't even charge an entry fee, they simply ask that you bring a bag of dog food. This is honestly how Russ can avoid facing any criminal charges, because the participants are willingly entering the property and have signed a waiver saying that Russ can essentially torture them under the guise of it being an attraction, for which he scoots by with almost no responsibility. Those pre-screen interviews are important for a reason though. Russ doesn't just want any type of person to enter. He's looking for the most vulnerable and easily manipulated so that when the entire thing is said and done, he can fool them into thinking that this was a pleasant experience with zero repercussions to their mental health. Even in the post interviews that he's uploaded to the official channel, the ex-participants look visibly shaken, still, as if just hearing this man's voice has struck fear into them and brought out those repressed memories.
You're right, that was nothing compared to the chamber. Nothing at all. But we're here waiting for you.
Videos like this, informing the public on who Russ McKamey really is, will become even more important as this terrible place rises in popularity. His torture house has been featured extensively in the 2017 documentary called Haunters: The Art of the Scare, as well as appearing on an episode of the Netflix series Dark Tourist. For 2 years while doing this, Russ has repeatedly told the public that if anyone can make it all the way through his twisted haunted house, he would reward them with $20,000. However, not a single person has ever successfully won this prize, nor has anyone ever reported even seeing the $20K. Russ stated that if you made it through his 10-hour experience called Desolation, that you would win the money. But to make things even sketchier, he deducts $500 from the prize every time you fail a challenge or use profanity. Despite the house operating year-round with a waiting list of more than 24,000 people, Russ decided to temporarily close the location in Summertown, Tennessee, as well as take the $20K prize off the table. Seems a little sus. This audio leak of him saying this information was never officially posted to his own page, but it does sound like it was recorded from perhaps a live stream that he did in the past. Nonetheless, it's clear that Russ is trying to escape from this backlash he's been receiving. A petition was started on the website change.org to have the location closed, and right now it's sitting at about 140,000 signatures. The online petition describes McKamey Manor as a torture chamber under the disguise of a haunted house. The creator of the petition has also alleged that Russ uses needles to inject people with drugs, and that visitors may be waterboarded and forced underwater. Additionally, within that 40-page liability waiver, Russ has included that there may be a chance of death. Could that be another scare tactic, or is Russ trying to really make sure his hands are clean legally just in case he decides to go a little further than usual with his torture? According to USA Today, Russ is a Navy veteran and has even told the publication that the manor is all smoke and mirrors. In his statement, Russ also said, "They're not getting hurt. I use a lot of hypnosis, a lot of mind control techniques. If you can hypnotize people, you can make them think whatever you want. I don't need to rough anyone up." He goes on to say, "Hypnosis is a powerful tool. I can put somebody in a pool with 3 inches of water and tell them there's a great white shark, and they're going to believe they're swimming in the ocean with a great white shark." These statements feed into exactly what I was saying about him purposefully seeking out those who can be easily manipulated. It not only helps him with his nefarious activities, but it also is a way that he can say, "Look, they did it and they're fine." Now, I've studied people like Russ in policing, and he has a lot of the same personality traits as a serial killer. The traits in a serial killer that are most common would be sensation seeking, a lack of remorse or guilt, impulsivity, the need for control, and predatory behavior. Let's see, sensation seeking. Well, that would be him starting this manor, so check. A lack of remorse or guilt. He has so far not apologized once to anyone that's spoken out against him, so check. The need for control and predatory behavior is the fact that this is his own home and you're stepping into it. All of the control is immediately passed over to Russ, and he feeds off of that. Not to mention, he has sadistically found a way to skirt past the law by not directly engaging in these horrific actions himself. Instead, he brainwashes the participants and then tells them that their challenge is the torture. Just listen to this haunting audio of him describing the literal pulling of teeth.
I'm not the one pulling teeth. I'll give you a hint on how that works. It will not be me. It may be you.
After saying that he's not the one pulling the teeth, he implies that you may be pulling out people's teeth or somebody else will be pulling teeth, but it won't be him, completely absolving himself from taking any responsibility for his actions. Now, you guys know me, I don't like to just slander one side without mentioning the arguments that Russ is making in his defense. He has stated that he's using mind controlling techniques to make his haunted house even more terrifying. So what that in turn says is that the participants who have willingly gone through this torture may be experiencing a heightened version of what they actually were going through. The lines get blurry here though, because Russ loves his horror films and has admitted that the people helping him torture others through this experience are paid actors. Under his frequently asked questions, they also say that the actors will come in contact with you, but you cannot touch the actors or props. This is where the discussion gets gray. You either have people who are experiencing real torture, or you have a madman that's playing games with their heads and then aggrandizing his manner by making the videos very graphic. We want to get your thoughts on this episode of The Untold Truth, so leave us a comment down below if you think this is a torture chamber in disguise, or do you think the participants are exaggerating their experiences because of the mind control aspect. I honestly am at a loss here. For a minute, I thought, oh, this haunted house doesn't seem that bad. And then I watched the videos and I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And then I heard him saying that he uses mind control. So I don't know, but I want to hear from you guys. So please leave me a comment down below. And with that, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Dumbest Criminals You Won't Believe. Brianna Benson says, imagine police Johnny stopping your car for no reason and just telling you jokes. Yeah, I feel like if I did become a cop, I'd be the one that visits your school to teach you about train safety. Lovely Lady 2324 says, Johnny, you literally look like the guy that tried to eat his underwear. Look at that side by side again. Everyone keeps saying that, but I legit don't see it. You guys are crazy. ET says, why does the guy who ate his underwear look exactly like the host? Also, dear host, we can hear you. Stop trying to yell through the screen. How dare you? And it's not yelling, it's called projecting. Also, you do have a volume button. Just put me down to 25 whenever you see this face. I yell a lot. Don S says, underwear eating man looks a bit like the presenter. What? Don, I'm disappointed. You used to be cool, Don, but now, I don't know. Drax17 says, stories like this make me feel so better about the stupid things I do. Please do a part 2, Johnny. Yo, same. And we definitely have to do a part 2 because I need to feel a lot better about the dumb things I do. Thank you for watching InformOverload, and if you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. And if you find any cool stories that are interesting and you want us to cover them on here, make sure you send the link in a DM to our Instagram page at InformOverload, and if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. Plus, for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist when it pops up on your screen. From InformOverload, I'm the Bacon Overlord, and until next time, stay classy. Now without any further delay, let's get into it, shall we? Now without any further delay, let's jump right into it. There's two choices, because the first one felt weird. And has admitted that experience through this experience. And has admitted that the people stop saying so much. You know, though. I'm gonna fight this teleprompter. Show me the bugs. So. Hit play, bro.